Pickaxe.
I sold my car in Carvana last night.
Well, that's cool.
No, you don't understand. It went perfectly. Real offer, down to the penny. They're picking it up tomorrow. Nothing went wrong.
So, what's the problem?
That is the problem. Nothing in my life goes as smoothly. I'm waiting for the catch.
Maybe there's no catch.
That's exactly what a catch would want me to think.
Wow, you need to relax.
I need to knock on wood. Do we have wood? Is this table wood?
I think it's laminate.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's close enough.
Car selling without a catch. Sell your car today on
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you looking for a D&D podcast with actual stakes? A world where every decision the cast makes is met with consequence? Then journey to the world of Theria on Dungeons and Randomness. We're an actual play podcast with over 14 years of stories, and our newest arc, Frostborn, was created with new listeners in mind. Check out Dungeons and Randomness wherever you get your podcasts and join our incredible community for the adventure of a lifetime.
Hey folks, welcome to Dungeons and Randomness. Today's a little different for a couple of reasons. We're still in Arc 6, our latest campaign, but instead of hearing more from the Frostborn group, where, for example, I play Ruby Pettigrew, you're going to hear a taste of a different group that's typically kept for those who join our Patreon over at patreon.com/DANDR. Homefront. There are actually several episodes in at this point, so now's the perfect time to dive in. Why the change for today in our main feed? Well, first we thought it might be nice to give you a taste of what else we have going on over at DNR headquarters and what you'd get access to if you join up. Another reason is Theriathon, our annual anniversary event where we play live for 12 plus hours. It was just a day or two ago. We celebrated 14 years of Theria and DNR, and, well, we need a minute to catch our breath and get our voices back. Think of this as an interlude of sorts, but more importantly, it's your introduction to an as-yet second group also navigating this frozen wasteland of Theria. More on today's episode in a moment. Before we get into that, just a quick reminder that we use Level Up Advanced 5th Edition as our gaming rule set. Think D&D, but with tons more depth and character building to help power a 14-year-old world-building experiment like we do here. No joke, that's a lot of content, and it's a fantastic rule set. Also, go check out GM Assistant. It powers everything we do across all of the different groups, whether it's on the main feed, in our Patreon, or for the Patreon groups themselves. It takes all of the notes and all of the shenanigans and boils it down into exactly what you need to know. All right, enough of all that. Today, as a special post-Theriathon treat, the Homefront gang gets introduced, all played by mainstays of the DNR cast: Bree, Ryan, Kelsey, Karen, Michael. The setting? Fort Frostborn, originally set up by the original Frostborn group before we hightailed it out of there to tackle some pretty serious errands across the continent. Middle manager Gavin, God's bless him, enlists Homefront to investigate some suspicious activity near the fort. Hope you're into hydroponics and bad ideas. All yours, Jason.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of Homefront. Now, as things go, we're going to be filling the Patreon back up with groups like this, completely focused on the new arc. This one is focused on what is happening around the fort, what happened after the group left all these new people in charge. Now, there's a couple of little audio things in the first 2 episodes that I'm not super happy with, but since then, audio has been tuned up. These were recorded like months apart, and new microphones have been gotten, all that good stuff. So make sure to tell us what you think of these episodes and where the campaign's going, all that stuff. We want to hear your theories. We want to hear your concerns. We want to hear your comments, all that good stuff. So go to Discord, comment here, however you want to do it. Hit us up. Let us know. Without further ado, welcome to Homefront. let's do that thing where we go around the table and introduce ourselves. I'm Jason. I'm the Dungeon Master. Going around the table. Starting with Karen.
Hi, I'm Karen. And wait, do we say character names? I forgot already.
Oh my god! That was 4 seconds ago!
We are going to be so good at this, you guys.
Karen, you're on your like 8th strike. You need to like fucking.
You maybe shouldn't have started with me, okay? I have the memory of a goldfish.
Goldfish actually have fairly good memories. That was not.
I think that's their neighbors.
Kelsey,
Here's the
just
thing.
be on my side.
You weren't listening, and that's fine. But I don't think you'd be able to like drive if your memory were that like you're fine. So yes, just name, like character name, and yeah, that's all.
Okay. Hi, I'm Karen, and I'm playing Indigo June.
And Michael.
I'm Michael, and I play Mr. Hecta, the half-elf orc.
Oh.
Half orc. Half-elf, half-orc. It's a new thing.
We're just doing character names. We're not doing anything.
Oh, I thought...
See, I wasn't the
There's
only one.
No. He said a little thing about you. He did say that. And then you just said just character names. And I was like, sure, whatever.
We're putting a lot of pressure on this. I almost feel like we should start over.
Yeah.
No. I want to see where this goes. This is interesting.
I'm just Hector.
It's
More
fine.
pressure, please.
It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. Like, let's all take a breath. Let's all. I feel like there's a little ring rust, and we're putting more. Like, when I get to the Java people, I expect them to be a little more relaxed, a little more. So,
Jason, it was. We were so prepped for the last one. I was on my A game and ready, and now I'm off by a week, and now I'm like second guessing myself. We just had. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is all going to sound amazingly professional in post, I assume. So,
That's why I think Bree was suggesting restarting.
No. And Ryan.
Me. Hey there, everybody. I am your friend Ryan, and tonight I get to bring back to you Megarver Longfang. He's an angry boy. Let's see how angry he gets.
And Kelsey.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I use they, them pronouns, and I am playing Tenor Rhyme named Nefkult. Also they, them.
Last and certainly not least, Bree.
Hello, I'm Brianna-Marie. I will be playing she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Reeson Nefkult, also she, her pronouns, Dragonborn Herald, carrier of the Nefkult legacy.
I already want to ask questions. We're gonna get into it. Let's. If I were a sibling to someone else, and one of them introduced themselves, it's like, I'm this. The other one is like, I am carrier of the legacy. It's like, whoa, okay.
I'm the better version of the. It's actually the opposite. Quite literally the opposite.
Is the Nefkult catching, or am I safe? Do I need to take a pill?
You can marry into it.
Everyone, welcome to Group Homefront. We are going to be playing in Fort Frostborn. We are going to be introducing what's been going on there and how you guys are going to be directly interacting with it. And this is going to be a bit of a different campaign than what we normally do, because you are going to be seeing a few different things. One, you're going to be seeing the fort grow in real time. And you're going to see how our Discord server has been interacting with it. And that's going to be able to change what you have at your disposal, right? It might not hurt to just talk to everybody on the Discord. It's like, hey guys, we could really use X, and see if you can, see if you could sway them a bit. It is the 1st of Duelan, and it is the last month of summer, as it is. So it's gonna get colder after this month, and everyone knows it. So the fort has been just a cacophony of hammer swinging and grunting, lifting. This place, when you got here, was it was ruined. Basically, like, it was just, the walls were falling down. Everything needed to be scrapped and started over, because if you were to try and repurpose any partial buildings, you knew it was just gonna. So sorting through lumber to see what is usable and what is just so weather damaged or damaged that you just can't use it anymore. And a lot of people are just what we call laborers. Unskilled labor, right? They're there to help. They're there to lift timber. They are there to gather supplies. They're there to dig ditches. They're there to help, but they don't have a trade like blacksmith or a craftsman or something like that. And the fort right now has a total of 30 people, and more than 2/3 of that is unskilled labor, which has caused some problems because we don't really have a lot of skilled hunters. We have a handful, but for those skilled hunters to have to try and feed 30 people, you guys are eating through rations faster than you can replenish them. And you're kind of doing emergency math. If you don't stock up on food before the end of this month, things are going to get rougher faster. Now, the good news. The fort itself is looking great. All the walls have been repaired. You've been here for the better part of a month, and the front gate has been fixed. You've had a few patrols from the Knights of Esterholt just kind of checking in, making sure that you have what you need and everything. So that's been nice. A little lifeline to a major city. You're much closer to Aubrey. But I think some of you would be a little hesitant to reach out just because they're so intense, right? There's a bunkhouse to actually sleep at night, but cramming 30 people in it isn't really, you're taking shifts, like 1 week in, 1 week out, sleeping in a tent. Food is the biggest concern. So you're going to be pulled aside, and you're going to be pulled aside by a man named Gavin. And Gavin is essentially middle management right now. He's in charge of making sure that the orders he gets handed, it's like, hey, could you make sure that this gets done today? This gets done. He's the Bree almost. Like, he's the one to actually schedule. He's the one to actually make sure people get, and then actually goes to talk to the ditch diggers. And it's like, hey, I need the hole this big and I need it. Could you get that done by Friday? That'd be great. And so just communicating with everybody and making sure things get done. It's a thankless job, and sometimes an unpopular one, because you're the one telling everybody what to do and not digging the ditches, right? But they're organized, and that's why they have the position. And they're pulling the 5 of you aside, and they're actually calling you into the bunkhouse and clearing everyone out, because they wanted to talk to you privately. And this doesn't usually happen unless there's some tension in camp and you're mediating. It's like, all right, everyone clear out. Let's talk. Mm-hmm. Let's pull everybody in. We don't have time for this. Or there's a very sensitive issue that might be a danger to the fort, and it needs, they don't want it exploding. Right. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to play it off. Gavin's going to pull you in. But what I want to do before we get into the dialogue, I want to go back around the table, starting with Karen. And I want to hear about your character. Who are they? Give me, just the elevator pitch.
Okay, Karen, in case you weren't listening, he wants you to give the elevator pitch of your character.
If it would not fuck with this recording, I would have hung up and then come back in.
I love you so much. You pulled a me, genuinely. I've done that. I did that a couple of days ago on stage, in a call that was public, and I got roasted so hard.
If it makes you feel any better, Karen, Breeze was a contradiction. Like, I told everybody, it's like, hey, you get an expertise die because of this and this. Literally 10 seconds later, Bree's like, actually, they get an expertise die because of this. And I'm like,
yeah.
Everyone in the call just stopped, and she's like, fuck, like I did it again. And that's it. So
it's like I was reading something on another monitor for a second, completely zoned out, and then came back in with a correction for a thing that was already said.
Actually,
it's pronounced poulet. Gotta take a swing at Jasper while he's not here. All right.
I pulled up my notes so that I could refer to them because I'm just so professional.
Just to let you know, Karen, I was just going to let it go. So, but I love you. So like, I don't know.
Anyways, are we doing descriptions of like physical descriptions?
Please, yeah. Just so like the big things, right? You know, give me species and age, give me like a quick physical description, and then just give, you know, the elevator pitch. If we only had a few floors to travel and you're like, hey, this is what I want to do for my character. That's it.
Sure. Perfect. So Indigo is an elf. She is a druid. Shocker. I know, me playing an elven druid. It's like I've never played one of those before. She is like on the taller side, and we're in a cold situation, so she's got a lot of layers on, but like her outermost layer is kind of like almost like a trench coat kind of thing, and like if she opens it up, there's like all these little, like, you know, like the creepy old guy from Resident Evil where he opens up this thing, he's like,
what do you buy?
Yes, exactly. So there's pockets all, and a lot of them are like just filled with like empty glass vases, so that way she could do like samples of like plants and stuff like that, the little cuttings, you know. Anyways,
so not selling anything seedy, just
no,
like
no. This is all for
seeds,
for educational purposes.
Damn it! Now we're even. That was it. That was
she is young for an elf, in her like early 40s, pretty like a cunty bob, dark hair.
Sorry. You need some clarification on what kind of hairstyle that is, please.
I have never heard that.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Karen.
Thank you,
Don't
Brie.
worry. I know exactly how
like,
cunty this bob is.
It's a very sharp line, and so because it's so sharp and like precise, it's considered a cunty bob or a cunty
I have to
cut.
Google this.
Yes, please do.
Like, is this slang or an actual hairdressing term?
I'm just going to refer to it as a country bob, just for my own safety.
When you Google it, it brings up an exact picture, and it's the same one in every single one. So guess what? Cunty bob.
I'm in a different world, you understand? Like, my hair's gone, so like I'm like, what? That's
I do have a question, because it really does establish something. Bangs?
That's a good question.
You know, I hadn't thought about the bang situation. I think bangs. Yeah.
Yes,
I was going to say
bangs?
no, but
Okay.
I think bangs. Yes.
Real
Which makes it
bitchy
extra
bangs.
comfy.
Like, that's
extra comfy.
That's
yes.
the extra sharp line. Exactly.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
I feel like I'm being fucked with, but I can't prove it. But okay, like we're just gonna go.
Popularized by Leslie Bibb.
So Indigo is a druid, and her whole shtick is obviously the plants and earth and all that stuff. So she is she comes from a family of farmers, so super important for this outpost to have somebody who knows how to farm or run a farm situation. And she's kind of like out in the world trying to help different settlements, or she was out in the world trying to help different settlements and like improve their efficiency in their food production, and found out about this fort and is like, oh, they're definitely gonna need some food, so she is here helping out.
And Michael.
So Mr. Hector is a half orc, half elf. Comes from the Evergreen on the southern region. Through a sordid path, and it's not like me to play a character who's chaotic. He plays a lot of dice, and that is probably why he's here with practically nothing. I would say he's a big, strong orc, but actually he's very thin, and he's more he's got agility. Moving things around, he'll get to it. It'll take a little bit of time. He'll endure through, but he'll get tired, take a break, play some dice. He's here to kind of regain everything and learn all about how to get this place, maybe actually to welcome him and maybe make it a place worth living and not at death's door that it seems to be. Yeah, he's red hair.
Can we go back to regain everything?
Oh, yes, yeah. So if anyone looks at him, his outfit is very minimal. His shirt is the only shirt he's got, and it was given to him probably when he arrived at Winterhaven, because he probably didn't have anything when he arrived, literally nothing. So when I say he lost everything, yeah, he was all the way.
So destitute. Okay.
Yes. So I'd say the only thing he had was probably some cards, maybe some dice, because that was the only way he'd wager his way into things. Yes. Yep. Totally new thing for me. Yeah, he luckily is now friends with how can I say your name? I've been trying to say it right.
Megarver?
Megarver, yes.
Megarver, yes. Been putting pronunciation next to people's names so that I can try to remember how to do that. I just had to move around to find it. So, trying to be better this season. I promise, Kelsey. He has warmed up to Megarver, or the other way around, I don't know which, and hopefully we'll be able to have more than just a pair of shirt at the end of this.
And Kelsey?
Yeah, so Rhyme is a white dragonborn druid. They're around 8 feet tall, so I imagine, whenever they're indoors, they look kind of cramped, ducking in to get through doorways and stuff a lot. But so yeah, they're because they're a white dragonborn, they're not as impacted by the cold as everyone else, which their clothing is maybe a bit more decorative and they don't need to wear as many layers, so it's a lot more sashes and braided ropes and tassels, and also a lot of small hidden pockets everywhere where they keep components and stuff for their magic. They have a wooden staff that has some runes carving in it, and also their the 2 largest horns on their head that kind of sweep back have been etched out with patterns and runes, and then filled in with silver. Their outlook here is pretty optimistic. They're here as a druid, specifically from the Nefkult clan, which I'll let Bree introduce more thoroughly, but to shortly introduce that the idea is that these are white dragonborn who are going around and trying to help the other people who aren't as resistant to the cold, shall we say, and kind of introduce different ways of living and coping with that. And specifically, Rhyme is kind of trying to see this as an opportunity of living more in balance with nature, even with nature being as currently unhospitable as it is. There's still a way that we can all sort of live that works for both people and the wild. It doesn't have to be just one or the other. And so they've been probably helping a lot with figuring out like, okay, like, yes, this is the fort that was built by dwarves, but the very blocky square sort of shapes that they favor aren't going to work out so well in the snow. So we should be building more pointed roofs instead and things like that, as well as like, yeah, like helping out. Okay, like these are the kinds of like plants and animals that we can try and forage around here in this environment.
And Ryan.
Megarver is what we call an Arakan. Now, this is a species from another continent, Talor, and there is a way actually to find out a lot more about these cat people. If you go and look for, some of you might not know this, if you go to the Dungeons and Randomness website, there should be a link there to the Drive-Thru RPG, and you can get the, what is it, the Adventurer's Guide to Theria Volume 2? Yeah, you should be able to get that. It is.
Physical version to come, yes.
And you can find out so much more about the species, but in the meantime, big cat guy. He is a cleric who is clearly showing his age, his once vibrant fur turning to whites and grays. The tale behind that, going further past, is obviously he grew up in a culture that was very warlike, where he was a proud berserker, but through berserker problems, he wound up being maybe put in prison a bit too much and eventually exiled from his home continent, and worked his way across the prisons of this continent of Alara until he found himself no longer able to berserk, his body ruined from time in solitary and not allowed to exercise, and now he finds himself in Camp Frostborn, which he views as his last hope for being in anything that's close to society, if only he can continue to manage his bad attitude.
And last and certainly not least, Bree, tell us a little bit about your character.
Reeson Nefkult is a white dragonborn, also a white dragonborn. In her history, she has a little bit of blue mixed in, so when the light hits her, you can kind of see that almost holographic blue shine to her, and she has like ice blue eyes. And because they're working at camp right now, she's probably not in her full armor, which I could describe when they do set out. So right now she's probably just down to her leathers, and she's holographic blue ice white dragon. Yes. You typed faster than Jason could.
Damn it.
Yes, she is a blue eyes white dragon. And, she actually has tattoos down her, like the parts of her face that aren't like super scaly. She has these blue tattoos that kind of match the runes that are on Rhyme's horns, because they're related, and those runes kind of come from history and, passed down person to person. While she's just wearing her leathers for right now, she's the person who gets shit done around camp. Like, she's very much like, hey, this is the project, let's fucking go. She pumps people up, but she's very much, here's the list of things that get done today. And when they are called into the bunker, she would probably be like behind a wall somewhere, and when she's called in, she's like and she'll start like waving her hands around, because she was under the impression they were just doing hard labor today. But yeah, so she would be happy to come into the bunker, and she's a little bit shorter than Rhyme, but much wider. Like, she's very, even just in her leathers, she is very bulky, yoked as fuck. And she almost always has some symbol of Lanika somewhere on her person. So right now it would probably be a necklace, because that's the easiest thing to slip on. So yeah, that's her.
So Gavin Halfheart, again, kind of just the person you're most likely to speak to in camp day by day, right? Obviously, at the end of the day, everyone's working, done working, and they go right ahead, Bree.
Race for Gavin?
Halfling,
thank you.
Mm-hmm. So at the end of each day, everyone usually, they hang out by the fire. There's a couple of people standing watch to make sure that it's not even for protection so much as, if someone comes knocking in the middle of the night, we want to make sure that we can help them, that type of thing. Because now you guys are a beacon in the middle of nowhere. So if something should happen, you're kind of a pit stop. So you've had a couple of visitors already, and it's kind of free advertising in a way. You're looking to set up, well, Logren is looking to set up a nice trade post, so you guys kind of are too. But Dad's not home right now, and how you get that done is kind of up to you, because you all arrived, looked around, everything's in shambles, and he said bye and just left, right? So
what a dad thing. Yeah.
Dad went out for cigarettes the day after the kid was born and has never come back.
Okay, not all dead. Hashtag not all dead.
He'll come back with the milk, I'm sure.
Any minute now.
He's trying to earn a living for everybody, okay? Okay.
Uh-huh.
He has many heists.
So Gavin's going to start this out the way he always does, by kind of asking about you, trying to soften you up. How's everyone doing today?
I didn't do anything.
I never said you did. This is kind of a good thing, actually. So just to let I know when I pull people aside to talk to them, everybody gets real nervous. Could be my lack of punctuation when I send letters. I don't know, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
It just happens a lot to me, so I was just worried.
Well,
I mean, never mind.
As you folks probably know, food is becoming a concern. Not so much that we're in a panic yet, but we need to find ways of supplementing our supplies that isn't just meat. And as everyone's aware, it's not like we're growing anything up here. We don't have the ability to grow anything in a greenhouse yet, because we don't have a greenhouse, and we need druids for that anyway. So okay. He will note that you're a druid, but he's going to punctuate druids. We need more than one. It is not. You don't want to take that whole thing on by yourself.
There are literally 2 druids in this room right now.
Well, okay, so this is interesting. It's like, wait, you're both druids?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not know that. No, that's perfect. Well, we still need a greenhouse. Anyway, this is great then. I'm glad I pulled you aside. So, okay, we're going to need druid expertise on this one. So, about 20 miles south of here, rumor has it that a group of herbalists set out to kind of grow some crops underground. They have a brand new technique. They're really proud of it. And if you guys can pull it off, maybe we could trade supplies with them back and forth all winter. And, well, we can get some extra food here. Now, I have no idea how successful this was. It could be a bust, but worst case scenario, you go, it's 3-4 days of travel, you try to get something going, and if they haven't done anything yet, maybe they'll get something going down the line. But honestly, I'm kind of counting on this. The only other thing we can do is send out more hunters, and that takes away from the workforce, and so it's all kind of a mess right now. Any questions?
How substantial of a rumor are we talking about here?
Well, we've heard it from 3 different people, and they didn't travel together. So if word's gotten out that much, they at least... It's supposed to be spearheaded by one woman, and he's like looking for notes. Esther, herbalist from Winterhaven, but she wanted to try and see if regular soil underground can still grow crops. So fingers crossed.
May I assume that we are allowed to apply whatever leverage we must to get access to this food?
Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so let's talk about that. So he's going to look at the addicted gambler, the giant bruiser, 2 dragonborn, and a druid. just a druid right now. That's what he thinks of you right now. It's like a druid.
Stereotype.
One of the Dragonborn is also a druid. Excuse
Yes,
you.
but he just sees Dragonborn right now. So that is the source of contention in the camp. There are 2 fucking Dragonborn in camp, and there's only 30 people, and a dragon caused this, and there's a bunch of tension. It's like, why are you here?
So I actually want to answer that because basically, I think that both Rhyme and Reeson showed up to camp one day and just kind of were like, we're here.
Yep.
Like they almost popped out of there is a reputation for the Nefkults in the area that they just kind of send out to like what they consider to be young adults to come and help out the people nearby, especially if there's something like what's happening with Fort Frostborn where they're establishing something. So they not only do they have 2 Dragonborn, they have 2 Dragonborn that just kind of wandered in and started like immediately started helping however they could. Like Reeson's yoked as fuck and wants to help, so she's carrying around wood and things like that. But like they don't know these 2 Dragonborn very well at all. We just kind of wandered in.
You don't get Dragonborn out this far west most of the time. You get you get kobolds and stuff like that, but they're kind of dicks because they think they're untouchable, and they're very much the vestigial tail of the dragon bloodline, right? They're included, but they got a little Joe Pesci syndrome, right? They're very funny how, like, they're very trying to prove something. So to have you guys just walk in, I think they're assuming it's like, oh shit, this is where we die. Oh, okay. Because it's like, what are you here to take it? Like, you're just going to take this for, because Dragonborn have been known to just walk in and it's like hours now. And what are you going to do? Right. So there's probably a lot of tension. It's mostly subsided, but there's always going to be 1 or 2 people kind of side-eyeing you. It's like, are they softening us up for something? Are they like, what are you guys just scouts? Like, what's going on? So there's always going to be a little bit of a conspiracy theory. But again, it's been a century of eternal winter. It's going to put people on edge.
Right.
Probably the fact that like we're also not really that we're both pretty resistant to the cold and not really affected by any of it. That's not helping, I imagine.
I mean, it's super helpful is the thing. It is.
Oh yeah, no, it's helpful in terms of us being able to do stuff, but in terms of everyone else is like huddled around a fire at night and muttering about how chilly we are, and like Rhyme and Reeson are over here like just walking like barefoot through the snow, no issue.
They're like 2 huskies in a pile of snow. Just like, this is great. But like that's kind of how they got in, was also like, hey, we could ask if you need our help, but we already know. Step aside. Let's go. Come on.
And it's also a way to get you guys out of camp for a little while to let that tension ease. It's like, hey, release valve. And then if you guys pull this off, holy shit, you've helped out a ton. And that'll also, so you were selected for a reason. Now he just found out, it's like, wait, you're a druid too? That's even better. Like there's a lot of people to get to know. So Megarver, one second. Megarver asked, basically, can we apply leverage? Can we lean on these? Yeah.
Can we cut a bitch? Yes, that's what he asked.
Yes. So what we would like to do is peacefully trade with people, and there's a few reasons for this. One, it's better to make friends out here. If you screw somebody over and they want revenge, it's just another thing you got to worry about. Also, it'd be nice to have a long-term partnership. They're going to need smiths. They're going to need people who they might need weapons. They might need armor someday. Who knows what they're going to find underground? So this is a good way to, be neighborly, send over a cup of sugar, that type of thing.
We also aren't going to solve our problem if we simply take their food and don't have the method of which they're using to grow it with.
Megarver rolls his eyes and steps back to let you guys decide how you're handling it from here.
So, see, that's druid thinking right there.
Mr. is okay. So I told you earlier he was weak. He has a strength of 2. I forgot to mention. Oh yes,
was that
He's
a
a-
deal?
He's anemic.
Yeah, you
Please
don't
tell me
remember
that was
the
a
rolls
deal.
that Michael made?
Hello.
Yeah.
I
It's
think we all
me.
blacked them
I'm here.
out.
Well, we
honestly.
convinced him not to put it in Constitution this time, at least. Like,
So also, I have a 2 in intelligence.
Oh my gosh.
So I roll now because I made this up myself. Because I have questions I'd ask myself, but I'm thinking, what would he say? So I roll now to decide if I'm going to ask things or not. I roll high enough to actually ask this question. Amazingly, this thought came out. I do have high wisdom and charisma, so I'm street smart.
you have the exact same intelligence as a horse.
Don't go there. All right.
I didn't say. I did not say anything. I just said something.
Let's talk, because I have had to say this before. I have met some 2s in intelligence in real life. That does not transcend species. Like
Yes,
it is,
yes.
a horse is a different qualification, just letting everybody know. That's a big D&D thing. So please go right ahead, Michael.
There's never been a 2 that thought they were a 2.
No, absolutely not. They run for
Yeah.
president. Go ahead, Michael, please.
So he'll muster up these connections and go look around and look at himself. What do we have to trade, but not force?
I think every time you speak, there's a couple of seconds where he's like grammatically checking and like inserting connective words that would, it's like, he has to restore the dialogue. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, we don't know what they need yet. Now, we do have raw material and we do have laborers. We can spare 4 or 5 people for a week or so if they are planting, a big. I don't know how they're doing it down there, but I imagine if they're planting crops, you need to till. You need to break up soil. We have people for that at the very least.
It depends on the crop, but yes,
Right.
you do need labor.
So part of this is just finding out what they need. You're not necessarily bringing anything back on the first trek, but it's really important to see how well this is going, and then see what we can schedule here.
Okay, so no expectations about us bringing home like a big wagon full of food, is what you're saying.
If you did, all the better. But this is mostly, you're not meant to be gone for weeks. This is less than a week probably, and honestly, it's more about information. We do have the rest of the month, but I don't want to cut it too close. If we can get some stockpiles and maybe even some dried goods, that would be incredible. Hell, just spices for some of the cooking. Do you know how bland wolf meat is? There's not a lot of taste to it.
It's better raw.
Sorry, I had to.
He's gonna flit his eyes over to you every once in a while, just like, I specifically not trying to piss you off. That is his constant. Just trying to get people to work together and not piss somebody off. Everyone's cold, everyone's tired, they're coming from different places, it's getting desperate. We started poorly, where it's like, well, oh man, at least we can get in and sleep in a bed. Oh, and that's right. You arrived at this. It's like, fuck. Okay, well, now, yeah. So you're just getting your heels dug in now. It's looking like something. So this is a big opportunity for a morale booster, I think.
I do know of magical means to preserve food once we get it, at least, but the stockpile first is the difficult issue. One last question. What if we discover that they're using unethical means or blood magic or something?
Well,
that's when it gets fun.
Again, I was like, well, I guess use your discretion, but beggars can't really be choosers, even as long as they're not like sacrificing babies or something to grow a cabbage. I'm fine. People are really touchy about magic, but they're also touchy about dragons, and you guys are making out okay so far. So let's get all of the information we can, find out how they're doing it, and then maybe we can build up some sort of supply chain until we can get our own crops going and become self-sufficient. And even if they're doing it in a way that we would prefer they not do, maybe we could find a better way. I don't know. We have 2 druids.
Yeah. Ryan will nod at that. This was, they were kind of like feeling out like, what are the like moral standards of the for Frostborn? Because
we always have to kind of take temperature when you're in a new area. It's like, all right, are we like?
How do we feel?
They're very much like nature is nature. Like things eat other things, and sometimes like sacrifices are needed. Like that's
right.
But
again, a little over 100 years ago, it would have been blood magic. Oh my god! The more desperate you get, the more lax your morals become. And what Gavin's trying to do is avoid we need to eat each other now. Like let's get beyond that, and then we can argue about the morality of how they grew that potato. So,
I think Mister would look at Megarver and say, "Is blood food bad? Food sounds good."
The way they're talking about it, it could be dangerous.
Food.
The specific kind of blood food. Blood magic is generally considered bad. However, bloody meat is delicious, yes. It's a different thing.
Okay.
As they're leaving the tent, I think Reeson would kind of nudge Ryan and be like, you got all that, right? And I don't know if you wanted to like roll a perception check. There is a sense that like I think that it's not unknown that Reeson enjoys black grass, especially when she's just doing labor.
Yeah.
So
that's 18.
So like this is not an unusual situation where it's like you followed all of that, right? So I don't have to.
Yeah. Rhyme just kind of like glances over and then, yes, of course. Not really that much to follow right now until we learn more when we get there, hopefully.
Sweet. I'll go suit up then. And she'll go to wherever they set up camp. Probably, honestly, they're probably outside because of how untrustworthy everyone finds them, and also the fact that we can it's not
if you guys took one of the indoor slots, you would
exactly.
Honestly, again, like considering like our size too, we'd probably be more uncomfortable in the indoor spots.
Yes. So like we kind of made our own little shelter off in a corner somewhere, and it's like that's where the 2 dragons hang out. That they're weird. Don't talk to them.
They'll want to talk to you, and it's weird. But
so magic in this world is almost a necessity, right? And there's some purists who, after the whole Archmage thing in Numenero, wizards are looked at like very frivolous magic users. Druids are awesome, basically. Everyone loves a druid. So you're going to be a star when you go places. When people find out you're a druid, it's like, oh God, yes. Like it's thank God, they could do all kinds of things to help. And, blood magic still looked at like they're about tied with wizards neck and neck. Whereas before it's like, well, that's right out. But people would rather lean on a blood mage to get something done than a wizard because of the optics of it, right? It's like finding a Nazi to them, and it's like, oh, that's a really smart Nazi though. It's like, no, like just out of the question. So Gavin's gonna wave goodbye. Make sure and get any supplies you need, rations to get you there and back. Try to get by on what your body can metabolize. Don't overeat right now. Unless you bring back a bunch of food, then eat what you want.
Sounds perfect.
So, everyone's suited up. You guys have your level 1 gear. You have your level 1 hit points. And this
Sure do.
This is where our baby birds leave the nest. And we wish you guys luck, and hopefully things go well.
Yeah. So I just real quick, there is something about Reeson's armor that I want to establish vocally. So she has a bunch of like hand-me-down armor. That's very much the Nefkult way, is like you can still use this. Like as long as it's usable, they keep using it. So she's got like scuffed silver metal with like some probably like blue pigment in it, but like that's also being worn away. But she has this big hat, and if anyone knows what a hagama is, it's this type of, well, there's shagama, hagama, and it's just the color difference. But basically, it's a headgear that was worn by soldiers in
Is
Japan.
this a weird thing?
It
There
sure
you go.
fucking is. But essentially, it's just a headgear that's kind of stands out because they put yak hair into it. So when she wears it, it kind of covers all of the horns except for the 2 that go straight up. And she just has this long white hair, essentially, once she's in her armor. And it makes her look pretty, like, it makes her look bigger. It's almost like it's supposed to be like an optical illusion to make her look more grand. It also can keep someone warm if they need it, which is one of the reasons she wears it, is if they find a soft blood, which is what she would think of as humanoids in general. It's like, here, take this, and she just places it on top of them. Yeah, like it's a blanket hat, essentially. That's what it is. It's a blanket that is also a hat.
That's
and
great.
it looks
People
cool as
soft
fuck.
bloods?
That's how she would refer to anyone who can't survive. And it's the same way that like someone's like, oh, what a little girl, like that kind of vibe. It's like, oh man, I respect you, but like you should not be out here.
So you can understand where, say, a human, specifically a human, would hear that. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm struggling in a climate that wasn't created for me in the best condition.
Yeah.
It's like you guys
And
have
she would
every
agree.
advantage. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
no,
she's like, yeah, that's why I want to give you this blanket. Here you go. I'm helping.
oh man, you're filled with bitch liquid is how they hear it. Like it's you know what I mean? Like,
Well, she only calls it that when she's high, so hopefully this will wear off before we run into any humans.
God.
That's good.
Yeah,
hey, the lady who's stoned at noon told me I'm soft. That's great. Like
if Reeson ever says that when rhymes around, they just kind of like whack her with their tail a bit. Like, don't stop it.
fuck you doing? Stop. All right, guys. It's time for our first travel roll. This is going to set the tone for the entire campaign. I am feeling it. Karen, do you want to start us off? You know what? Actually, let's do this.
You're picking on
picking
Karen
on you.
a little. You are.
I am. I'm not. No.
I was gonna say I'm ready. I'll do
Okay.
it.
See? You
I'm
underestimated.
volunteering.
Okay. Give me a D100, please.
Big money.
All right, here we go. 53.
Pretty much right down the middle.
So you're going to make it about 6 or 7 miles south, and things are going pretty well so far. But being your first, like, hey, do something for the fort, and it's kind of a mission. It feels important, like you're on a quest. It's not just, hey, could you lift all these logs and put them over here with these other logs? Like it feels, you know. And you're going to hear a boom. Just, it sounds like someone threw something and it just hit the ground. And then there's gonna be one close to you. Everybody, do me a favor, give me a perception check.
Oh, well.
Oh!
For first crit fail of the night goes to Rhyme. It's
Second crit. Wait,
oh,
no, it
Reeson
wasn't
got a crit
rolled over.
natural 20.
Ah, okay.
Guys, I drive better when I'm high. For real though, how you said 6 or 7 miles, has it, like, how long has it been?
So that's almost the weather's pretty clear here. So it's almost the end of the day, but we're almost dusk, but you got started a little late. So like you're making good time right now.
Okay.
So before I tell you what's going on.
Yes.
Kelsey, Bree, I need you to roll on the crit tables, one for a crit success, one for a crit fail. Every skill check has one.
Yep. Rhyme got a wandering mind. Your mind was elsewhere, allowing your enemies to get the drop on you. You have disadvantage on your next initiative roll. Which
y'all like me.
Okay.
Let's go around the table.
Okay.
And I got extra sensory. It's not just your eyesight that's on high alert. Choose either scent or hearing. You gain an expertise die on perception checks made with that sense for the next hour. I'm going to go with hearing.
This feels extremely fitting that like Rhyme is just like lost in thought and Reeson is like on alert and like knows what's happening.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like our matching dice. I'd also point out that Reeson will specifically kind of stick to the two druids. Like she never lets Rhyme get too far away, and then also like this tiny little elf with the bitch blood.
I just realized the makeup of this group. Even though I was like, oh, she's a little bit taller for it. She's the fucking smallest one.
She's a
in
little
this
baby,
group.
which is kind of hilarious because like she probably lived her whole life like. Oh man, I'm like Tall Girl from that one movie, Tall Girl. From the Netflix famous Tall Girl.
Holy shit. What a poll.
Thank you.
So, Reeson specifically, but, well, Reeson, Indigo, and Reeson and Indigo, mostly. So, there's distant thuds. It's kind of intermittent, and you're gonna catch something landing near you, and it's a softball-sized piece of ice. And freak hailstorms have been known to happen in this area.
Oh no!
And you have seconds to make a decision. Now, this has to be a group decision because it's going to be a group check. Sometimes there's combat out in the world. Sometimes there's exploration things you run into. Sometimes it's just a social event where you run into another traveler. This is an environmental storytelling thing. So the actual environment, the weather itself, is the challenge. And you get XP if you successfully navigate this. The way this works is, as long as the majority of you, it's a 5-person party, we need 3 of you to succeed. As long as you succeed the check, the party succeeds. If everyone succeeds, that's a crit success. And if everyone fails, that's a crit failure. And you don't want that.
Okay.
Now, there's basically 2 options. Run and hide to try and find a way, to get some kind of shelter going to weather this. Or just run through it as fast as you can. Just it's like, okay, let's get hiking right now. So if you want to try and brave the storm, it's a Constitution saving throw. And if you want to kind of find a place to settle down, it's a survival check. So talk about that amongst yourselves to see what the odds would be.
So my Constitution's pretty good. I got a +3. And my survival's not bad. It's a +2. So I'm good either way. Reeson would probably immediately put up her shield over her head, like she's used to this. Or not. The horns probably would prevent that, actually. Never mind.
Not if you, unless you have T-Rex arms, you should be able to, like...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Rhyme has the skill specialty in nature for weather. Is there anything that they might like know or be able to like help out with navigating this?
Ooh, good question.
I mean, you would know about the weather event, but like doing anything, you can't stop it basically. So you would know what, it would be like, okay, we either need to get shelter or just like get out of this as fast as possible because it's usually pretty localized.
Yeah.
So the situation probably being Reeson's like, fuck hail, and like pulls Indigo close, shield up, and then Rhyme knows the way. It's like, hi guys, we either gotta charge through this or we gotta like hunker down. Like we gotta pick one or the other.
Yeah. Rhymes con is 2 and then survival is 5 for the record. So
Okay.
Go on.
Megarver is very interested in the idea of the looking for shelter option, the survival role.
Interesting.
Are there a lot of is there any mountains or like caves visible like near that we can run to really quick?
And presumably that's, I think, would be the role, is to see if we can find anything.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be something so simple as like, oh, there's a cave right here. It would be something like, hey, there's some fallen trees. We can kind of use that to get like, half cover and just, hold your shields up, that type of thing. You're just any port in a storm. You're not, it's like, oh, look, an observatory. Like you're not going to find anything so, right?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Just real quick, going off of Kelsey's skill specialty with nature, do you want to, like, if Jason would allow for it, maybe you could roll to see if you could tell at least which way the storm is going, so that if we are running through it, we find the quickest way out, because it's like, oh, the clouds kind of stop there. Like,
it sounds like we're leaning towards survival.
So I want to put my hat in the ring for enduring through, but I have a +4 for Constitution saving throw, and a +0 for survival. However, I also have a class feature, which I just talked about, which lets me endure and press on if I don't know, go through a perilous region. I gain inspiration when I forego a comfort. So my thought story-wise here is I'm enduring, and I know Megarver is having a hard time. I'd almost like give him that inspiration to like push him through and be like, let's do this. Like, let's endure, and like, I will take the brunt because I know you're like been weakened. Let me give you what I can, and using my dex somehow, I don't know, but like pushing through that, like that strong will more than strength.
Anybody else?
That's my vote.
And Indigo?
I mean, just from like my skills, either is fine for Indigo. She just wants to get out of here. So it's run or find somewhere to hunker down. It doesn't matter. She's gonna be
those are the choices.
Shut up.
I'm
so
everyone's at the restaurant right now. It's like, I don't care. What do you want? Like, everyone's got to fix.
I think that Kelsey is right, and that we are leaning towards survival. And the only person who suffers in that case would be Mr. And if he does that, he gets inspiration. So like, it's a good trade-off. So what do you guys think? Survival?
Yeah, I think that makes more sense for.
So hiding. We're hiding.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're hunkering down.
Well, okay. Look.
Hiding sounds cowardly.
Softball-sized bits of hail. I'm hiding. Like, that's just it. All right, everybody. I need a survival check with a DC 13.
Do we all go at once?
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
Still
guys.
yours. One success.
Oh, good. The dragons fucked up, but everyone got us through. All right, thank you guys.
Reason's die bumped mine away from an 18 to a 5, so it's not my fault.
Blame me.
That's not the way the dice work. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, that's not how the table works.
But it's.
I have literally had to quell fights at the table. It's like, no, that's not how it works. It's just whatever it's going to be. Yeah. So Rhyme and Reeson roll a 10 and a 9 respectively, and then Indigo 24, Megarver 13, and Mr. Is it Mistar or Mr.? How would you like that pronounced?
So it's Mistar, Hector.
Mistar.
So if it goes, when it goes fast enough, people think it's Mr. Hector.
Got it.
Is that a traditional Elven or Orcish name?
And
it's the mix of Mistar. His dad's name was Mistar. His father's name was Mistar. His grandfather's name was Spar. His great grandfather's name was
Mistar. Eighth of his name.
Yes.
And
well, you got an 18.
You said Megarver had a 13. He has a 19. It's a
Did I say that? I'm so sorry. 19. You're
Very
right.
different.
19. I probably meant it's like you passed the check, but like, yes. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. So you guys successfully avoid any damage, and you're just going to have to hunker here for a little bit. Now, thankfully, when you succeed, the storm is faster. It blows over faster. So you guys only lose like an hour.
Not
If
bad.
it were a crit failure, you lose a day. So like, like the actual weather changes based on. So it's basically dusk by the time this thing blows by anyway. And, you're not going to make it there tonight anyway. Mm-hmm. So you're probably looking to just long rest, hit the ground running tomorrow.
Yep.
Star pulls out the dice and shakes it in front of Megarver. A game before bed.
We have nothing to gamble.
Yeah. It would stick.
Megarver looks around and grabs a couple large balls of ice and brings those and is like, I will wager this against your stick.
Can I play?
In it now.
Reeson will gather some like twigs, be like, "Can I play?"
You're gonna have to find something better than those. I don't know. Better, more substantial sticks.
Okay. And she'll go looking for like rocks nearby until she has something that Megarver approves of to gamble with.
Rhyme is kind of like looking over at Indigo, like they're not saying anything, but just kind of like with their eyes, just saying like, do you know what this is? Like, what is happening? Like they are completely lost.
I think Indigo has seen a little bit of this in like the camp, so it's like, this is just, it's almost sad, like
Ellie unwinds.
A little bit of an eye roll, and then she's gonna like settle in close to the game, but not participating, like pulling out one of her like notebooks and starts like writing down like stuff that happened today and plans and prepping.
If it were gold, I'm not sure Reeson would play, but because it's just sticks and rocks and stuff, it's like, oh, it's harmless fun. Let's go. Like, we need something to entertain ourselves while we're waiting for this hail to pass. Like, let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go indeed.
So you guys settle in for the night. There's a little gambling, there's a little blowing off of steam, and honestly, you guys being a group newly formed, you're sent out, and it's not a huge challenge, but it's like, hey, we navigated the hailstorm and no combat. We're not fighting anything. Like, it's been nice. I need another volunteer for a travel die, please. And this one will get you to the location.
A little roll off to see who won the gambling.
Ooh, now who's invested?
Yeah.
I will say Mistar respects you a little more, Reeson, because you joined, so she joined the gambling.
I want the three of you to give me a deception check.
Oh, wait. She would never. She wouldn't cheat.
Well, then do it with a disadvantage, please.
Oh. Fine.
Oh.
Drop a 10 to take a 6. Man, Miss Star like fleeced the fuck out of.
Yeah.
Mine now.
21
my
to
rocks.
yeah.
Oh, my mom.
21 to Megarvar's 11 to Reeson's 7. Okay. Kelsey, give me a travel die, please. D100.
You got this. You got this, cousin. Come on.
Everyone else just got to roll. I don't want to leave you out.
26?
26. Let's see here. 26. Huh. Okay. Give me a moment. I've never done this one before. This is neat.
If conditions allow it, somewhere in all of this, Megarver does try to hunt to get us more supply.
You know what? That's perfect.
Oh.
So
Does
it's
that
going
help
to be
set up the thing?
yeah, it's going to be early morning, right? And you're going to have a bit of a stand by me moment. I think Megarvar's last to take watch, and everyone's, it's just like it's like a half hour before everyone gets up, and the sun's just getting ready to peak over the mountains, and this huge elk is just going to wander right near the camp. Like it's 25 feet away from you, and it doesn't notice you. It's just going to wander in, and it's kind of like pushing away some snow to find a couple of sprigs of something somewhere, some of the more resilient types of grass that only grow in little tufts, and it's just going to start eating that right again 25 feet away. And you want to, I mean, I don't even know if it's called hunting anymore, but like,
yeah,
you want to give me a survival check?
Modern
It's a low one.
I can do you better than that. I can actually use the hunting skill specialty that I happen to have.
Ooh. La-di-da.
I mean, it sounds fancy until I roll a 1. So let's see what actually happens.
Before you do this, because I'm an elf, so I actually don't sleep.
I've heard this before.
Sounds familiar.
For the record, Dragonborn absolutely sleep. I just want that on the record that we do sleep.
I sleep.
Yeah. Just,
not only that, Reeson snores. It's important.
In D&D, it's nice every once in a while when someone needs to sleep or doesn't have dark vision. It's nice. It's like, hey, I have limitations.
We have that either.
We don't have dark vision either.
Nope.
You guys got other gifts.
Yeah.
You will not freeze to death.
I have the light cantrip for that reason. Yeah.
But anyways, what I was going to say was that Indigo is probably just still like laying down in her bedroll or whatever, and notices, oh my God, Megarver. Sorry, it's the first time I've said it. Starting to like move towards this elk, and she's going to like whisper across the camp and be like, "Do you think we really need the meat? Like, I think we got enough supplies to make it there and back."
So it should be noted, your supplies are like hardtack and maybe a little dried meat or something.
Bread.
It's rations. Yeah. Like,
I fucking love hardtack for what it's worth. Brianna loves hardtack. It's one of my favorites.
This is like the least surprising thing you've ever said.
Really?
like this just makes sense to me. Like, of course you would. Like, I don't know.
Honestly, you strike me as the kind of person to spend $500 on a virtual headset to play hoop and stick. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like,
wow. I'm just saying, if any listeners out there haven't tried hardtack, it's really easy to make and it's yummy.
Oh, I love you.
Anyway.
It's like, okay, you were convincing someone who worships the god of violence that we don't need the meat from this elk?
Yeah. Not trying to convince them, just asking if you thought this out fully, like, we can't eat that whole elk before we move on.
Try me.
And so then it's wasteful if we don't eat the whole thing.
He starts to look. Megarver starts to look at Indigo for a second, and then decides that he would do a much better job stalking this rather than entertaining that thought for another fraction of a second. He rudely ignores you.
That's fine. She's not going to follow you or anything like that. Just putting that thought in your brain, like, hey, if you go kill this elk and we eat it, that's fine. But we're not going to be able to eat the whole thing.
Maybe you can't. Got 2 big dragons and a lion, man. Like, I think we can put a consent in it at least.
Some of us are pretty huge, yeah.
All right. That's fine.
Try to cure it and bring it back too.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that survival check, please.
All right.
Oh, no.
It's still an 11.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Did I get inspiration when I did that? Could I give it?
I mean, you can, sure.
Yeah.
Do you want to
give? I want to. Yeah, I totally want to.
Okay. Give me a reroll.
All right, here we go.
Well, that was an 11. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can get higher.
I mean,
Yeah.
13.
I put the seed of doubt in his brain.
12 was the bar. But yeah, I think there's going to be a moment where it almost gets away, and you take the. Are you just pouncing on it, or?
You know what? I like that he does that. Yes, he's too close to the camp. He crouches down. His butt goes up in the air and it starts wiggling. No, not like that. But he does. He does pounce on it. Yes.
Okay.
Good old pounce and stab.
So you got yourself some meat to start off the day, and there are 4 very large party members, and as long as they're not, against eating meat, you got a pretty good breakfast. So you're gonna make it later in the day. This is like, it's like 5-6 p.m. The sun is going to be going down in a couple of hours, but you're gonna get to where you're going here. You know that in this area there's something underground, and I think you were expecting it's like, oh, there's like a cavern or something, and then we just go down. You're in a big empty field, and you're kind of like, okay, where so there must be some sort of hatch or something around here that's just been covered up by the snow, and it's probably intentional.
So we are trying to search around to try to figure out where it could be, how to get in, looking for footprints, looking for signs that the snow is moved, or whatever we're doing. And in the process of that, Megarver says to the group, I will not be the one negotiating. However, one thing that obviously they want from looking around here is to be able to remain anonymous. I might suggest that we offer any trading that they want to do to be able to come to our fort, perhaps to trade with others, or to have others meet at our fort to use it as a meeting place. That way they can stay safe and protected. That is a thought I had. One of you may use it or not. I don't care.
Great thought. I had no thought of that.
I know.
So mean.
Mizar's not going to take it that way. He's thinking there's like, he's got my back.
Yeah.
You're the orange cat of people.
He is. Megarver doesn't even mean something like that when he's talking to you. It's like, yes, this is the way it is.
Yeah.
So Mistar has like his skill for perception is like focused on listening. Since we can't see anything, he wants to kind of like see if he can like hear, like, is there something odd or is like a sound that doesn't make sense in this field?
Please, yeah. And let me get another survival check from Megarver, because you're looking around too.
You bet. This is not a hunt, it's a regular survival, so I'm rolling a regular survival.
Honestly, so okay, start with Mistar. That's an 11, and you're kind of listening for like, hey, is there can we hear like something metallic, something like, oh, is there like if I stomp around here, is there an obvious piece of metal that I'm gonna traipse over? And you're not gonna find anything, but you're very close, as I'd say like 10 feet away. Megarver is going to just be brushing off snow and find a 2x2 hatch, like a 2 space by 2 space hatch. So a big ass hatch. Not feet, because that would be bad.
Yeah, it'd be very different.
Yeah.
Shove the elf in. None of us will fit.
Now, it is sealed from the inside. However, there is a way to open it from the outside, but it appears to be locked for good reason. Anyone skilled in lockpicking by any chance? doesn't seem like a lockpick kind of group.
Escape artistry.
I wish to escape inside. That's like...
I think he'd probably be more like, how we knock.
Yeah, no, I don't have any tools like that, so that's not my vibe so much. Have we tried knocking?
Is there a
Not yet.
bell we could ding?
Yeah, is there like, I feel like that would be Reeson's first thing is like knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, these are people trying to do plant stuff underground. Is there like an obvious druidic symbol on this hatch that our druids can go, aha?
Good point.
That is a good
Well,
point.
that's not a question for me. That's
true.
That's a
you
question
guys
for
want
the
to roll
druid.
Arcana, please?
I mean, Druidic is a language like that presumably has writing, so.
Right.
That is
But
true.
there's nothing. So okay, if there were just writing there, I'd tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I can roll Arcana. I don't know. It's good it's gonna do. It's a 7. Indigo got
14?
Okay. So okay, Indigo rolled a 14, and 1. You're gonna like. Imagine you can see arcane energy, right? You're going to see it wafting out from the hatch, basically. Like it is lousy with arcane energy down there, specifically druidic stuff. So this is the place. You know, you figured, hey, if they're growing things underground and they're probably trying to do it quickly, you know, to beat winter, then yeah, the place is probably lousy with it. So the other thing you're going to notice is that there is an arcane lock on the outside. So could you give me a wisdom saving throw, please, just to do something? Doesn't have to be high, and it's a good thing. That's an 11. That's a big modifier, though. So
Yeah,
that was
I was like wincing, and I was like, oh wait, actually, this is my good one.
yeah, it's fine. So yes, there's a physical lock, but there's also there's a fail-safe in case one of them gets locked out or something. So you're going to fiddle with it for a bit and then just hear the big and this big ass hatch is going to open. A little creaky, but it's to be expected. It's been exposed to the elements now for a little while, and there is a ladder leading down. It looks like a fairly tight cylindrical hole, about 30 feet, and then it opens up into some kind of like cavernous room. So in total, you're looking at about a 60-foot drop.
Oof.
They're down in there.
Reeson would probably volunteer to go in first. That's kind of her vibe. A little foolhardy, a little, you know, so.
Should we call out first to see if anyone answers? Don't want to accidentally surprise someone.
Yeah, I doubt many people could get that open, so we should probably see if we could get their attention, not waiting for visitors.
Can you, like, you know, yell something in, like, Druidic? I hear that's a language, and, I don't know it, but seems like one of you two might, so...
Like, Rhyme is gonna like start taking a breath and then, like, pause, and then, like, Indigo, you want to go first? Like, just like takes a second, think, like, wait, like, Dragonborn yelling is louder than most other people yelling. That might be a bit scary. Like,
just roar down the street. Like, there, now they know it's safe.
Yeah, exactly.
For your...
Sure. And she'll do like the equivalent of like hello, excuse me, anyone home?
Do me a favor, give me a perception check. I imagine you're like leaning down and yelling.
Oh yeah, like full on, like head down in the hole, like.
Hi, we're the neighbors. We brought a quiche.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, you're gonna yell, and if you were just like standing, you wouldn't hear this because it would just be like the big field and the wind and all that stuff. Putting your head down in here, you're gonna hear the reverberation of your yell hit all the way to the bottom, and it sounds like with the 21. It sounds like there's a fairly small room all the way at the bottom, and you're going to hear like a metal like ting as your voice hits. It's probably another door, you're guessing. And that makes sense. If you're growing things, you want some kind of barrier
Blocking
against the
system.
elements. Yeah. We've all seen The Martian.
Yeah.
So
They hear you?
I don't hear anything coming back other than just like the reverberation of my voice. So I think there's another door down there. We should probably go down and maybe knock on that one.
Oh,
Sounds good.
Follow.
And she'll start going down. Yeah. Like I said, Reeson would go, like, Reeson would almost like insist to go first unless someone told her not to. Because
with the potential for danger, I imagine that Megarver is right there with you because he doesn't want you to have all the fun.
Ryan is going to make sure that we like close the trapdoor behind us because like presumably this is some sort of airlock situation.
Yeah. Totally.
Stop not think that either.
After you close it, Reason's gonna call back up. You can open that again from the inside, right?
There's a big, it's like a submarine. There's a big, yeah. It's, obviously
checking.
meant to be closed. The other stuff is like, well, I mean, if someone's locked out, that just makes sense.
Okay, so it's like
a tomb if
like
there's
an
only one way
industrial
in.
fridge. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Easier to get out of than into.
So climbing all the way down here, it's gonna, like, this is a fairly sturdy ladder, though it is wood. Like, it is reinforced and everything like that, but you can tell these are, like, they may have one or two people here for construction, but these are scholars. Like, this isn't like built to last decades. It's built to, anybody who's been in the good ruins, the ones that stand the test of time, are usually made of stone, metal, that type of thing. So you get to the bottom of this, and you're in kind of a little antechamber that's probably like 25 feet by 25 feet. It's really small, especially with huge people in here. Yeah. And there is another door. It is just a regular sized door this time, about 6 feet tall. You're going to have to duck to get in, some of you. And this one just has the turn handle thing. Again, no lock or anything like that. Just, but it is sealed shut.
We should probably knock on this one, right? Like,
I don't see why not.
Reeson would do just that. Like, what is the material of the door? Like metal, like stone?
This is mostly metal. There are a couple of it looks like petrified wood or something was used for bits of it but it is mostly metal. Yeah.
Okay, so she'd probably use her shield to make sure it was loud enough, like bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Like,
yeah. And you're going to wait a few minutes and nothing, like you just nothing, which there's a few question marks. One, how many people are down here? Two, how big is this place? Is this is this the living room? Is this the kitchen? Where are we? Are there multiple entrances? So you're kind of, you don't know if this is the front door and everyone should hear this. They're not expecting anybody. So why would they set up a system where it's like, oh, this is the doorbell, right? So, yeah.
So I guess she'd open it following that. Like, well, tried to be polite. Let's go. And unless there was any magical resistance, she would go to open up the second door.
No, doesn't seem to be any. And you're.
When you moved your mic just now, I think you might have unplugged it.
Yeah, I can't hear.
Everything's.
Nope, there you are.
Oh, there you go.
You got it again.
Yeah, no, everything's still plugged in. I don't know what.
Okay, that was weird for a second. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Can you repeat what you said?
The call's still good. Recording's still on.
We're fine. Yes. So yeah, you're gonna turn this big heavy handle, big satisfying kerchunk, and then the door is going to swing outward. And inside, you're going to find a bunch of beds. It looks like these are pretty meager. This is like fluffed up straw, and there are some makeshift pillows and things like that. It's almost a barracks. And there's little bits of decorating and stuff. You're going to find 8 little, I guess you'd call them like 8 little like bedding situations. It's like a cubicle almost. They kind of have things separated as much as they can for just a little bit of privacy. But most of these beds are unmade. It looks like people just got up. There is one that is meticulously made, and that's the only one that's like that. The rest of them are it looks like maybe people are just like, who am I trying to impress? And they just, and there's one OCD person in here that really needs to,
It's probably the one in charge.
Yeah, agreed. All right. Any doors in the room?
So all the way in the back, and this is a fairly spacious thing, and what they've done is this appeared to like, it looks like they've just taken a cavern and retrofitted it, and this was probably a location scouted out because of the natural way it almost makes rooms. So all they have to do is reinforce a couple of bits, actually install doors and things, and there is a big sealed shut one, twice the size of the one you just walked into. And you're guessing it's like, well, that's probably where, they started. Now, how big could this place be? That's probably where they got plants and stuff. This is definitely a living quarters. There's clothing, there's backpacks, there's a lot of like travel stuff. So they have sets of like leather armor and stuff for travel. They obviously don't need it down here. You're also going to notice that this place is pretty warm. If you had to guess, it's probably around 80 degrees Fahrenheit and humid as shit. Like it feels so. This is where, this is where.
I mean, sounds pleasant to
being
me,
a
but
white
I don't think
dragon
Reeson likes it.
Oh no! Yeah, as soon as Ryan walks in, it's like, like they just like just visibly like not happy, disgusted. This is nasty.
This is closer
like
to
the
what
evergreen.
This is closer to what home felt like. Yes.
This is definitely the place. This is the perfect environment for a little greenhouse.
All right, let's go. Big door.
Druid's in the party.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a perception check, please?
What? Sorry. Perception.
Oh my god! It was on me. It's a 10. I'm having a bad night.
It's fine.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. That makes me feel
Okay.
better. I'm sorry.
That's a 2, so 7 total. Everybody who isn't a druid, give me a perception check for something else.
Okay.
Great.
God damn, no one wants to see anything.
No.
Absolutely. It's a 10, a 9, and a
Holy
6.
shit. Never mind.
Genuinely, as soon as Reeson realized that this was like a living quarters bedroom, she's like, oh, this is rude. We should go straight through. Like, you don't want to hang out in someone's bedroom. That's fucking weird.
Truly the blind leading the blind.
Does it look like there are belongings? Or
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. This is where they keep all their stuff. So there's obviously like little doodles where people will draw. There's cards. There's stuff like it to kill time at night. You're going to see some bottles. And look, okay, it's not. Oh, you rolled a 6. Never mind.
I was going to ask if there was another jacket.
So you have one to gamble with.
I don't think you're going to find anything with a 6. So we got Rhyme 10, Indigo 7, Reeson 10, Megarver 9, Mistar 6. So the most you will see, there's a desk set up, and it looks like there's some some scribbling of notes, a couple of like formulas for potions and things like that, or some it looks like this is more concept stuff. Oh, if we mix these with this, then maybe this, like a tweaking of formula type of stuff, almost like what you'd see on a whiteboard. But there is like a little makeshift, like a little cutout thing someone made to hang up that says "We did it."
Oh,
like just like a little celebration thing. Like,
fuck.
Oh, they're so dead. Oh, they're so dead.
So
dead.
So
this is a fucking fallout shelter. Like this is
the huge banner that says "Mission Accomplished." Yep.
Yeah.
No, we avoided that just enough by saying we did it.
Yeah.
Legally distinct.
Reason's gonna try the next door.
Okay.
Maybe knock again. Like probably knock again, because again, she's polite.
Surely beyond one of these doors there must be an alive person who will answer the knock.
There's no guarantee of that, and don't call me Shirley.
I think like after like the 5th attempt of getting somebody's attention, Indigo is just like, just go. Like, we just need to figure out what's going. Just go. Just open that door.
See, I didn't roll perception high enough to be suspicious about anything yet, so.
So let me ask you a question. Do you knock on the next door?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you roll a persuasion check for me, please?
I would love to.
Damn. Okay.
8. Damn it. I have a
Guys.
+3 too. We are not rolling well.
Maybe double-digit rolls. Just one. Just like one double-digit roll.
Hey,
like,
I got a 10 for that perception check.
10's a double digit. It's
Legally, that is
I
legally.
mean, without the modifier on the roll, a double-digit roll. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, yeah.
So,
no promises.
You're gonna knock, and you give it a couple of seconds and nothing, and then you get ready to grab the handle of the door, and then you hear a knock back, and it's gonna mimic the exact knock you gave.
She's gonna look back at the party and be like, "That's a little creepy, right?"
You knocked twice or once? It was same sound.
She's going to knock again, but this time like a pattern.
Megarver is going to put his hand on your shoulder and say, "Try again." And he's going to cast guidance on you.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. So
Because we
What
need
does
all the
guidance
help we
do?
can get.
Gives you an expertise die.
awesome. So D4 expertise die on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Persuasion again.
Yes.
So she'll probably do something distinct, like, in movies where it's like
Shaving a haircut type of thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna knock like a traditional like bardic, like it's like everyone knows this song. Bup, 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 bup. California girls, like you're just knocking
so
it.
incredible. 22.
Yeah.
Thanks for
There we
the
go.
expertise. That helped.
It's all down here from here, guys. So 22. So you're gonna knock this out, and it's kind of it takes you like a few seconds to do it because you're testing basically to see, and then you're gonna hear like again silence, and then you're gonna hear like the knock back that is the finish to like that lyric. Like it is. Yeah.
Okay, so whatever's back there is sentient. Reason's gonna take that as a good sign and open the door, because like maybe the door's just too thick to call through, so they do that little code or something to let each other know they're here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You smart.
All right. So could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check for this one, because it's a little because of the humidity. It's a little like
This is a lifting motion, is it?
Are you going to lift the door out?
that
It's not a
expertise in
gull wing.
lifting?
It's not a DeLorean. Like you just
have an
gonna.
expertise in lifting.
Oh my god.
That's why she can be high while she does it. She's so fucking good at lifting, guys.
Is it a hobbit door where the handle's in the middle, and so you kind of have to get a little lift to
Yeah.
open it?
If it was like a garage door, she would be lifting. Anyway, but she's
I would say
pushing.
it's in the, like the knob is in the middle. You're not lifting though. It's
you're
a pull.
pushing.
Like
Okay.
you're twisting and
Or
pulling.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Athletics check. Yep. 18.
Hey.
Okay. One moment.
One
I
moment
think
while the
this is gonna be great,
zombies get
guys.
ready to attack us.
Plant zombies. Ooh, like the fungus ones?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, can we have like one really good episode with 2 gay guys in it? Like, can we?
I just know that plant zombies isn't fair. You're supposed to have plants to fight the zombies. It's you don't.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Well,
yeah.
they're not plants, it's a fungus, so that's different. Yeah, it doesn't disqualify. We're still good.
Welcome ye bards, one and all. That's the song that came to my head when you said like a bardic song is the Come and Be Welcome song. I know I've shared that before in the chat, but it's
I just got California Girl stuck in my head now. So.
That's a good one too. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
This door's gonna jerk open after you put some muscle into it. Again, 18's great. So you just and this again, it's gonna swing outward towards you, and this wave of like sticky hot mist is gonna fill the room. Like it's like a jungle. Like it's just gonna like hit you. And there's a human man, at least appears to be a human man, and kind of long, messed up hair, a little bit, clothes a little disheveled, but and he's gonna like, come in, please, don't let all the heat out, please.
Don't let out the dank. Got it. Reeson would just kind of wave, and then like when they're being hurried, she would go in. I do have, just because he's a stranger, could I roll an insight check? And specifically, I do have, I'm not trying to do skill specialties this time, it actually does make sense. I have sensing motives skill specialty. So specifically, if he's trying to lure us into like trap us or whatever, you know?
Yeah, please.
We are sensing motives, buddies. Megarver is also being suspicious. But
yeah, hit me.
That is his jam.
All right, 15 for Reeson.
Okay.
Oof.
Less than 15.
Roll a 2 and a 1, 8. Okay, so yeah, so far nothing seems odd about that. He seems urgently trying to get you in because the mist is getting out. It's like, no, come on. Like we can't just make more of that. Like we gotta, come on, it takes time.
Then she'll hurry in. Yeah, she trusts her gut on these things really easily. So she does that quick roll and then just goes in.
Yeah, Rhyme trust Reeson, so They do like stick their tongue out at the like wave of like even more heat and humidity. Like they're
yeah, it's
at
like,
least you're not wearing metal armor and then a yak head. Like
so, ushering everybody in, he's gonna kind of shut that door again and seal it, and then you're gonna see him like kind of hold a hand up, and it feels like he's gauging temperature or something. Like he's raising and lowering his hand just to kind of get. It's like, all right, that seems fine. Hello, I wasn't visitors. Are you okay? How did you find this place?
We were actually looking for it. We'd heard rumors and. Hi, I'm Reeson Nefkult. You might have heard of my family. We're pretty popular around here. We were actually hoping to maybe set up a sort of trade because we have a fort not too far away, a couple of days, and we really could use some food or spices to make the meat not taste like ass. You know what I mean?
Like he's gonna kind of wince a little bit. It's like, that's a little crass, but all right. And you kind of get a vibe. Like, this guy hasn't spoken to new people in a while. Like, he's been down here for a bit, so he's trying to, like, you could see him process, and it's like, what comes first? Hello, my name, what's, okay, I'm Pembert Kershaw, and he's gonna, Pembert. He's a bit of a nerd, and he's gonna, like, hold his hand out, and it almost shakes just a little bit when he holds it out.
She would shake back. She specifically Reeson is very good at like strong handshakes, but because this is a soft blood, she would be going easy on him. Just want to hurt him.
What does the like room or environment look like where we're in?
Yeah.
I'm getting to that next.
Tell me about the plants.
Oh, baby.
Are they big enough to stride?
I don't have that spell yet. Give me a couple levels.
And he's going to be, he'll shake everybody's hand. And looking around this room, it seems like, from a glance, and the druids will probably scope this out, passively, but they have actually modified this cavern quite a bit. Normally, this soil, you wouldn't be able to put corn in this. It wouldn't work. But by changing the actual composition of the soil and tilling everything up and changing the environment here, they've been able to have potatoes and tomatoes growing in this room. So go ahead.
You shouldn't grow tomatoes and potatoes near each other because they could become poisonous.
They're not. I'm.
And that's that was my Kelsey moment.
This is
about animals.
No.
Everybody knows the best place to grow potatoes is on the moon anyway. In the moon.
No, it's on Mars with your own poop.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
No.
Continue.
It's fine. So there are rows of completely tilled portions of soil, and then there'd be like a row for just growth, like they could just space it out. And then far on the other side, up the walls, they have so let me finish a fucking sentence.
Sorry.
So they no, you're fine. So up the walls they have tomato plants, and there are what looks to be these runes near this water that is making it mist and kind of travel down like it's in a grocery store, that type of thing. There is a small U-bend where a stream is flowing through, and it looks like it's going into the next room as well. So there is a water source. It feels cool to the touch, but that's probably because it's from a natural spring somewhere, something like that. And after you kind of take the site in, I guess I could give you the tour if you want. We haven't had new people down here ever since we got started. So, wait, okay, you said you heard about this place. How?
Rhyme, you were paying more attention than I was at the meeting.
Apparently there are multiple travelers who have at least heard that you came here, and a little bit of word has gotten around.
Well, that's kind of flattering. So as you can see, Esther's formula worked. It took a little bit of modifying, but we got it going. We only started 4 months ago, and look at what we had. There are rooms like this. It's all, he's trying to find the word for it. It's all sectioned off so that it's the right temperature. We have 5 more rooms just like this. I gotta show you what we managed to grow. And he's just really excited to nerd out.
Is Esther here? Could we? Oh, sorry.
1 second. Start with Ryan.
Before we continue, we were supposed to make sure that you weren't killing babies or something like that to do this. So his eyes are going to widen. It's like, no, God, no, God's no. This is just, this is just science. No babies. Megarver nods and steps back and allows the others to take control again.
Michael, how many beds were in the other room?
8.
Okay. The fact that he is here and he's talking like that, Mistars has had the occasion where he's one-on-one with someone and he gets jumped. So at the moment, this guy's acting very nervously.
Nice.
Yes.
And he's like, wait, there are beds in there, but yours won you. And so he's like he's acting like he hasn't talked to anybody. So at least that's what, we'll see if he makes that connection. But he's more like, where beds and you alone, where everybody? I am trying my best.
Why use many word when
that.
one word do? Yeah, no, it's that. Sorry,
You have no idea how hard it is for me to act so thoughts are like out there, and I'm just trying to connect them.
Yeah, I get you. Sorry, I keep cutting back to Trump. It can only good. Like it's God, you fucking moron. Okay,
Cut that out, Jason. You're editing this one.
Yes, yeah. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Just kidding.
You backseat edit one more time. You could edit it. I'm done. I'm gonna wipe my hands of it. Okay. So I think I don't know what I gotta roll to pick that up. It isn't intelligence. I guess it would be I'm gonna say
Investigation?
it's a wisdom save because it's almost like he's getting attacked mentally.
Wait, I feel like it's okay. I'm only saying this. I opened up skill specialties, and one of investigation specialties is deciphering. So I feel like maybe it should be.
Like that's like code.
Just gonna. Yeah. No. Okay.
This thought was funny.
So. Okay, 11. He'll piece together, but it's going to take a minute. Like he's still reeling from the babies thing, and he's kind of starting to wonder, who are you people? Like, what? You're weird. Okay, and do you mean why is my bed made?
No, this happens. He's wondering where the others are.
Oh, well, I just told you there's 5 more rooms. I mean, we're kind of spread thin, but yeah.
So everyone is working, just not all right here.
Right. Yeah, no. Well, okay, here's the thing. The 5th room is new. We're working, we're expanding. So we're kind of trying to work on cultivating a fertilizer, and it's kind of slow going. So we got 3 people in there. But yeah, no, I thought you were asking why I made my bed, and I was just confused.
Mistar visibly relaxes.
He's definitely he's the one who made his bed. I could tell immediately. That was not something we needed to establish.
Oh, you're
he would kind of. Kelsey?
Oh, you're expanding. Was this a natural cave system that you found, or are you excavating?
Well, this was scouted. It took months to find the right place, and I didn't scout it out, but yeah, it's been great. We after this last place, I don't think we have anywhere to expand to again. We really didn't think this was going to be as successful as it was, but yeah, the conditions just were perfect. So this is kind of I guess a good trial run. We can harvest anywhere between 150 and 250 pounds of fresh vegetables every other month. We can go year round down here.
You cut out for a second. What can they do how many bushels?
Did I cut out for everyone else?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay,
it might just be
good.
Our internet. Okay.
150 pounds.
150 pounds.
150 to 250 pounds of fresh veggies every other month.
Dope.
And we lost Michael.
No! Fuck.
You know what? We got a long way into this call before we started
really
having anything that
did.
was close to an actual problem. So this is great.
Check Discord. He might have had a blackout or something.
There he is. He's back. He's back.
Okay.
Everybody froze for me. That was crazy.
Okay. Maybe that had something to do with the blip. Okay.
Is the call still good, or do we need to restart it?
Seems to be yes.
Okay.
Yes. Seems to be. Okay. So you heard the veggies thing. Okay, I'll tell you what. I guess it's good you ran into me first, because I mean the others can get a little jumpy, and we weren't expecting anyone here. So, do you want me to just kind of go ahead, let them know you're here, and they can come meet you?
Well, I was interested in a tour.
Oh,
I want to see. Can we see the other rooms? Maybe we can meet them organically. Get it?
He's gonna like, yeah, no, he'll get a genuine chuckle out of that. It's like, yeah, hey, yeah. And okay, follow me.
Same, yeah.
You're back. Hi, you're fine again.
Hi.
Every time you touch your mic, it seems to happen.
Yes. So he's going to go ahead and just like, yeah, come on, and open that door. And another, like, this one seems a little cooler, like less mist, less haze in there. So it's a little less humid.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what we're going to do. I need all of you to roll a d20 for me.
Damn, Ryan. Okay.
Oh shit, that's 2 crits.
Dope.
There's all our good rolls.
Yeah, right.
Finally,
Yeah.
we're all above a 10.
Last one of the night.
what?
All right. So, he's opening this door, and it takes a couple of minutes. He's not bulky. He's kind of a spindly human.
I can do it.
Honestly, he'll be like, yeah, please. Because you kind of notice his arms are like ropey, like they're just kind of spindly.
What a vegan diet will do to you, man.
Oh, no. Okay. Well,
That's Reeson, not
So-
Brianna. That was.
he's gonna let you open that, and then he's gonna go through and just kind of like, yeah, and just like he's really excited to show you the next room. So he's gonna walk into the next room and kind of confidently, he's like, oh, you could see over here, but and he's just like, he's already in tour mode. He's so happy and just ready to kind of show everything off. Megarver, Indigo, Megarver. Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
As everyone else is everyone else is like leaving the room and filtering out, you're gonna see that that Pembert has a journal sitting here, and it looks like pages have been ripped out of it, but like it's just kind of sitting out in the open on like it looks like a little end table, like a makeshift, like, there's cups here, there's water, that type of thing. This room isn't very lived in, but yeah. Okay, next room. So,
oh man, I really want it, but I'm not good at that.
Not good at what?
I don't want I want to grab it so I can
journal?
look at it. Yeah.
You could at least just
What
read
you
the
have
page
to
that's
do-
open to.
Yeah. What is on the open page, please?
Yeah. Sure.
Which one of you opens it?
Oh, I thought it was already open. Can't we just see it?
So it is closed, but it looks like their sheets have been like it's askew. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it looks like it's been.
I see. The binding is jacked.
Yeah.
You could always ask someone to kind of like pick it up unknowingly. Maybe he's been used that way before.
like an elbow to the side. Like,
You
hey,
can check that out,
grab that thing.
So okay, let's do this. Because there were 2 crit 20s. Let's just say you flip it open to the opening. Like it's like, yeah. So it's just a diary. Like there are entries, and it looks like it's been like not a scientific journal. Like it's more just like, oh, this is what it's like future generations will know how we did this type of thing. So I'm going to share this. Karen, would you mind reading?
Ooh.
Sure. As long as there's no weird words in there. Weird, confusing words.
Shouldn't be.
Great.
It's
Perfect.
pronounced Pembert if you reach his name.
Pembert.
Pembert.
With an M.
Pembert. Pembert Kershaw.
Gesundheit.
So it should have popped up for you?
Oh, I see it.
Yay! That
Perfect.
worked. Holy shit.
Ooh.
At last, warmth. It felt like my halfling bones were gonna freeze if I had to spend one more day in the cold. The soil here still breathes if you dig deep enough. We've carved a home where the frost can't get to us. Esther swears these new growth formulas will coax life even from the stingiest root. Imagine it, the first full harvest under the eternal winter. If this works, the world could finally change for the better. What year are we in?
1378. So,
Okay.
So that entry is from Yesti 11th. So that would have been about 4 months ago.
Okay, so that lines up with the story he told us. They just got here 4 months ago. This is the first. All right.
Okay, no. Flip to the end. That's where things are going to kick off.
Where is the crazy?
Guys, I think that's a good time for us to stop for the night.
Hey, we did it, guys! We finished an episode.
We recorded a session.
What a tease.
Oh man!
Try to get further. My God, I tried to get further. It was falling apart the closer we get to the ending.
I got 3 pages of notes, so I think we did a pretty good section.
Yeah, we
I'll also be
definitely
giving
got
you
it.
notes from Jam Assistant, so like you'll get, it'll be thorough.